Radio Row at the beautiful Mandalay Casino and Resort at Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. It's the Geary, Stein, and Steven show with your co-host, Geary. And yes, even Will Stein is here. And of course, your host, fresh off his one-man, legless tribute to Elvis Presley, the hardest working man in show business this week, Dave Stevens.
Just keep coming walking by, and I had to bring a guy on who has kicked my butt many times. In fact, last year he attacked me at the Lee Steinberg party there, and that's not me faking. That was really as I was tapping out. But no, Chuck Liddell's joining us here on Radio Row, and that was a fun moment. That was one of my favorite photos I've ever had at the Super Bowl. So thanks for being such a good sport. So, what do you think of all this craziness? A little different than being in the cage. You want to get in the cage to get away from all this.
Yeah, it's fun. I had a good time with these things. I was running around talking to people. And like I said, more of the conversation is more on something else. I'm sitting on different questions and different people asking about, talking about football.
Well, and we should talk about your hat because obviously no smart person is going to make fun of your hat to your face. So let's talk a little bit about BioCelerator and what it is.
Yeah, BioCelerator is stem cell. They really helped me with my shoulders. I had real problems with my shoulders after I went to my Jones I can't do something. You can't throw the ball. You can't put my bag up in the airplane. I just came to my shoulders. So they looked at you, looked at their eyes, and I go to pretty much and try some of this stuff. PRP is like, stem cells like PRP on steroids. So luckily I found BioAccelerator and matched up with them, and it was night and day for my shoulders. I can say I went from barely being able to with my arm like this to being able to put it over my head. I'm not saying everyone's gonna have those results with stuff, but for me it was amazing.
Well, tell us how it works and how do you use it?
Well, they go down over. They do IV stem cells down there first. I did IV stem cells first, and then they did a direct injection of stem cells. It's mesenchymal stem cells. They get them from umbilical cord stem cells. So I don't know the science of it, but it really helps you heal.
And it shrinks you down, so your hat is so big, right?
Yeah, it reduces inflammation and really helps you move around.
So what does a guy who's done so much in the ring do with his life after? I mean, you were such a star, a heavyweight champion, and now an actor and all the things that you do. So what is a typical day in the life of Chuck Liddell now?
Well, raising my kids or I'm traveling, it seems like, so I'm on the road doing things. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm able to pick and choose what I want to do. I'm able to be there while, raise my kids. So I've been having a good time.
I just want to ask, post UFC career, you were in a lot of great movies. How did you always have the acting bug, or did this kind of happen naturally?
It just kind of happened naturally. I started doing little things to try to promote the sport, trying to get on like the Entourage and stuff like that. That was more to just to get the sport out there, try to get more people to see us. And then I kind of liked it. I just started, that's kind of cool, learning that acting trade. Now it's not easy to do what these guys do. Like some of these guys make it look real easy. It's not easy to do lines and make it look like you're not reading lines, make it look real. So it's.
And how about your action scenes? Because a lot of stuff. Do you do a lot of your own stunts, or
I did most of my own stunts. I like doing something. I remember they wouldn't let me do a couple things. They won't let me do a few of the bigger ones when I had a fight coming up. I had a before fight, but I like doing them. But it is a different way of fighting. Like what I think looks real doesn't translate on camera real. What fighting on camera, and a lot of what I do is listen to the stunt guys. Listen to those guys. They tell me, I throw it like this. If you do it like this, it'll look right, and it looks great on camera.
And how amazing, and I guess sad because of when you were in your heyday, but amazing to see the progression of UFC and MMA, the money, the fan base. I mean, it's crazy.
Oh, the progression, it's been amazing, and I love the sport, and I wouldn't give up being there in the beginning and going through what I did for anything. So, yeah, it's great to see. I'm really happy for the way the sport's going.
Now, we saw Ali get back in the ring. We've seen old guys come. Is there anything that possibly could draw you back into the ring? I mean, a giant check possibly, but realistically, would you ever?
MMA? Probably not. I'm 54, and there's not really. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, if they want like a social media guy that wants to pay me big money to box a social media guy, probably get me to do that.
What if you could get that Jake guy, that YouTuber Jake guy? Could you get in the ring with him?
I'd be all right with that.
Well, we have issued the challenge. Let's get Dana White over here.
I want to see that.
I think a lot of us would like to see that. So, what do you got going? You got any big projects working ahead, movies or anything we should be prepared for?
I'm just getting started doing some other stuff and working on some stuff. So we'll see some stuff coming out soon, but nothing to let out yet.
And as a parent, I mean, your kids are not impressed by your past. So what do your kids think of Chuck Liddell, what that was, and now what Chuck Liddell, the dad, is?
Oh yeah, it's interesting, but now because as now they're getting to the age where their kids will, their friends will pull up YouTube videos of me. Oh, it's your dad. Because it was always weird to them. Like, why? I remember my son one time saying, looking up at me, he goes, "Why does everybody call you legend?" I'm like walking away, like random people. It's like someone say that, and I'm like, "Oh, I used to fight, son. I just, but they don't really get it. I've been that way their whole life, so."
You're not going to get in that slap stuff, would you? Would you ever jump into that crazy stuff? That hurts.
Yeah, I can't believe they do that.
Look here. Here's the thing. I like let people punch me for a living, but it was always I had a chance of stopping you from hitting me. I'm not going to give anyone a free shot, to hit me. I think I would do well. I mean, I don't know many people can take a right hand from me, wound up steady, but I wouldn't do that. I mean, but look, I ain't mad. If you get two grown men want to hit each other in the face, I don't think it's a sport. But if you want two grown men want to see who can play with one one punch for one punch for punch, go ahead. I want to watch it.
Well, it seems like we're always desperate to invent new sports. I mean, what's next? Like human bowling ball, where you literally roll a bowling ball at someone to knock them down, and they got to stand there and take it.
I'm for that, like that team MMA. I'll go some of that online somewhere, 3-on-3. That look in an obstacle course. It looks interesting. But yeah, no, I mean it's just kind of funny. I'm not mad at people. They want to do it. You want to do it, go for it.
Well, Troy and I were talking earlier when we saw you, and Troy's like, he must still work out every day. I mean, how do you stay in shape? I'm 58, you're 54. It's a little tougher for us, but how are you able to do it?
I do DDP. Amazing.
Sure, I would have been happy with Vikings fans, but you kind of embrace the Packers. And I do.
Jerry Allen was there.
Thank you, Chuck, for stopping by. You do so much. I know you do so much charity. It's like, why do you continue to give back so much? And tell us about your charities.
I do a lot of and fans are the reason why. So I do my best to get back as much as I can because, it's just like a guy on the plane today said real good. I mean, he looked at me. We were there. It was a long delay, and I took probably 50 pictures and afterwards, he said, man, it must feel great at the end of the day to just know you made that many people happy. I'm like, that's a great way to look at it, man. Thanks.
Well, Chuck Liddell joining us here for a brief time on Radio Row, and of course, all of our guests. Thanks to Serendipity Yachts, Cruises, and Adventures give away these wonderful cell phone chargers that is compatible with everybody's phones. You plug them in. These are going like hotcakes, Chuck. So thanks for being a part of our show. You get one of these. And Troy, anything else?
Oh, I mean, like I said, Chuck was a great UFC fighter. Still you're a great actor, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to join us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yes, this was fun, and we'll give you one more look at what Chuck did to me last year at the Lee Steinberg party. So if I do see you, I'm going to avoid you so we don't have any more of these unpleasant confrontations. But no, that, as I said, that's one of my favorite picks, and everybody was giving me grief and fun. And so you're a good sport, and thanks for playing along. So, all right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Troy and I will be back to chat up what's going on. And for the rest of the afternoon, you're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens on your home TV. Say bye, Chuck.
Bye.
Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events wants you to come party with us in 2024. Mark your calendar for Saturday, May 4th, because we're calling all Star Wars fans with a costume contest and an awesome Star Wars prize. Then on Saturday, August 10th, it's a Hollywood Night of Dreams with music, games, contests, and surprises. Both parties will be at the beautiful South Shore Harbor Resort with amazing food, fun activities, live entertainment, and a cash bar, plus some additional surprises. Saturday, May 4th and Saturday, August 10th. Come party with us. SYCE. More than a yacht, it's serendipity.
Hi, everybody. Dave Stevens here for the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show from Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Rays. And you know what? Not everybody can be a Major League Baseball player, but you can look like $1 million. What's the best way to do that? Well, go to freshcleanthreads.com. Don't believe me? That's right, you can look professional, feel good, and not spend a lot of money by wearing Fresh Clean Threads. They have amazing shirts. They've got Henleys and polos, long sleeves, and even bomber jackets. And if you like them, you can save some money by typing in the show code GSS SHOW from the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show to save 20% off. So if you can't be a major leaguer and you want to dress like one, well, go to freshcleanthreads.com. That's freshcleanthreads.com. Tell them Dave sent you. Use that code GSS SHOW.
They can strike anytime or anywhere. You can have one while giving a speech at your best friend's wedding or in the middle of your uncle's funeral. It's called a wingasm, and it occurs when you bet and win with MyBookie. And this football season, enjoy more wingasms than ever with new features like early cash out. So you can pull out and enjoy an early wingasm, then bet those funds immediately. Tired of waiting all day for your money? We've increased the speed of bet settlement. And with enhanced game lines and live betting and streaming, you can bet right up until kickoff, then place more bets during the game. Oh, and what would a new season be without our $100,000 Survivor contest? And a super contest with a cash pot of $250,000. Have more wingasms, more often with MyBookie.